there was a big article like, why are there so few women in wargaming?
Yeah.
Do you know what wargaming is?
Like the
Call of Duty?
military.
Yeah.
Like the Call of Duty.
Wargamergate.
Oh, Wargamer.
So they're getting in the thing, and
they literally fought getting added to selective service in this country.
it's so funny.
Like, they were like, that's not the feminism I want. Like millions of women fought being added to the draft roll.
I saw this one going around.
Yeah, it was funny too, because I saw this. You sent me the link before, and so for hard money or whatever, like we have like an open, like a system where if you want to contribute to the site, there's like a link, and you can just like.
How many girls versus guys?
So the other day, I go the first girl ever submission,
Wow.
right? And I go, huh, here we go, like because it's like if you submit, I don't care, like if your
Yeah, why would you
headlines
give a shit?
headlines are good, you can pitch, and I go click it, and it's just like some spam thing.
Come on.
So wait, so you guys have
How many people have you had submitted?
100.
And 0 girls.
It's finance, yeah.
I know, but
Finance
that,
satire.
Yeah, but I feel like
well, I'm assuming wargaming is pretty similar. Yes.
Oh yeah, that's true. Like,
But I'm saying that's
they
what
can
I
just
read
submit to Reductress and they'll definitely get a gig, right? Like,
I would never but again, I'm not stopping. There's no barriers to women. Like, I'm not like, oh, women need not apply. I don't think they're just not interested in this.
You kind of are saying that with your eyes.
yeah.
You're not saying
with
it,
your
but
male
you're saying
with
it.
your male gaze.
With my male gaze
Yeah.
from behind a computer that they never see.
All right, here's the address for you to apply, dudes and women.
How badly do you want this gig? Zip.
How about you want this gig freelance? Freelancing
Freelance
for a satire
comedy satire gig.
site. Yeah.
I bet you can get somebody to blow you for just the chance to pitch headlines.
I mean, the amount of we've
There's a
even heard
pig.
in comedy where like some low level booker of a show was like getting blown to give out spots or for on an open mic, and you're like, man, that was a different era.
Yeah. Gee, I can't think of any. Who do you know?
I'm just you hear in the Me Too stuff, it would go around. Where,
You met people I know
this
that
guy
got blown
lorded-
for like a 50 bag of weed.
Oh, that weed blowing for drugs is no new.
Yeah, yeah,
phenomenon.
yeah, but
That's
weed?
still happening.
Yeah, weeds.
Yeah, a bit much. A combination of high barrier to entry and misogynistic attitudes keep women out
By the
of
way,
a
I
hobby
hate
where they could
misogynistic.
thrive.
Yeah.
They could definitely thrive in wargaming. So if you know what wargaming is, do you know what wargaming is?
Like Call of Duty.
Are
you saying
no.
Oh, you mean
Oh, you're talking
strategy
about-
games?
Yeah, strategy.
Oh
games.
my God. Fuck, you know what keeps women out of there? The men all smell. What do you mean? It's like their skin is cold to the touch.
It's the nerdiest shit in the world.
You mean like Warhammer?
I played Magic.
Oh,
the
you're
Gathering when
talking
I was-
about Warhammer.
This is like way
Yeah.
no, but wargaming is so much worse than Magic.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I
no,
know-
but
I
my
remember
point is
Warhammer.
not a single girl I knew ever played, but
Okay, so I used to when I was probably
To my female
you know,
cousin used to
12,
call us gay
I used to
every
hang
day.
out in card shops fairly regularly, not fair, but okay, whatever. And they had enough. They had a game section, and they always have the table set up.
Yeah.
and you would see
That's what this is.
one chick who was 13, and you're when I was that age, I was like, you are going to be alone forever.
yeah.
Guaranteed.
This
You
is
just-
not the move.
Yeah, it's this is not
Yeah. Now I think
And
it's,
it was
I
rare.
feel like now it's probably a little different. Like chicks are into every time I
No,
go
there's
to
the
a comic
odd girl
store.
that
Yeah,
makes
I
it
know.
her whole
Girls get
deal.
into stuff for spite. I get it.
Yeah, just to piss us
Becky,
off.
Becky Einstein says she's fed up. She was at a local wargaming convention where enthusiasts.
We're like, oh my God, a girl's here. Why are you singling me out? We're just shocked.
She says she's been a hobbyist for decades. In fact, she runs a company with her husband that ships boxes of miniature eager for customers. So in the first minute, you're already like,
Ugh.
oh, wait, so your husband and it's your job.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, it's my hobby and I love it so much.
I'm really
also,
kept
my
out of
husband
this.
got me into it, and we run a company together where we sell stuff.
Yeah, she's like, and
I write
sales
articles
aren't, yeah,
about
sales
it.
aren't going well, so we're gonna complain some more.
And I write articles about it. It's like, no, you're not into this. You're into this for profit. Fucking women.
Maybe she is fake into it.
But despite her bona fide problems, she is a woman, and nonetheless, the men at the convention couldn't believe what they were seeing when they turned up at the battalions. You get the fucking nerdiest guys in the world. They're like, hi.
It's like the most
She goes,
autistic.
you're mad to see a woman here? He's like, I'm mad to see a woman anywhere. I'm surprised to see a woman anywhere.
I haven't left my house in.
Oh,
fucking
you're
6 months.
being all weird with me because I'm a woman.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
correct.
yes, that is correct.
Many of her fellow competitors always assumed she was someone's girlfriend or wife or daughter of one of the tabletop generals. Oh, that's probably that fucking Don, the tabletop general. He always has fucking hot piece of ass.
Going back to that last article, I bet they're all muffin top generals too.
Oh yeah. Big.
Fucking, they just assume, oh, that's probably the piece that belongs to the tabletop general.
The tabletop general.
Tabletop general gets so much snooze. I wish to one day be that tabletop general.
They're coming for him.
2 stars in the pink, 1 star in the stink.
She says all
3-star
weekend
general.
long. She says the whole weekend everyone kept asking her who she was with, and she goes, eventually she just grew tired of correcting them, so she allowed them to believe the biases and said, yeah, I'm just here with my husband. Like,
hold on,
no, I didn't. No, you didn't.
I mean, also, but every
No,
other
didn't.
time they've ever asked a woman, who are you here with? They go, yeah, my husband.
Yeah.
And then you were the one exception where you go, oh, I'm here to play. And they go, oh.
You're one of 4 women there, so they're just kind of being like, oh, there's a girl here. Maybe I can talk to this girl.
Yeah.
And so they're going,
No,
hey, who are you
Those
with?
guys,
To be
those
like,
guys are not like,
They're
I
not
can
there to
talk
talk
to this
to
girl.
chicks.
They're like, oh.
The tabletop general's obviously
they go,
there
oh,
for that.
hello,
Yeah.
who are you here with? And they like can't make eye contact. They're just trying to be nice.
oh, I'm feeling a troop movement.
It would be sort of fun to troll, though. Like, if you do go to the girl, the thing you're like, oh, so you're here with your husband, dad, is it? And then just get like 5 of your other people on the team to go ask her the same thing in a row. Like, you just get everyone
Really
in the
get in
whole,
her head?
Yeah, the whole troop. You get everyone in the troop to go ask her one by one, what man is she here with? Especially after she wrote this article, how much that would drive her nut.
My fucking chick was just talking about some female professional poker player who had the same gripe, and I was like, that probably works to your advantage in poker.
It can.
If dudes are like, I won't be beaten by a woman.
I mean, but also like that's Annie Duke has been playing professional poker.
That's who she was talking about.
She's
Annie
been
Duke.
playing professional poker for fucking ever.
Girls
like
play poker.
Yeah.
Well, she started to say like, the worst part is in all these magazines they feature a ton of women, and even on the the supernatural TV world they have tons of women, but the actual gaming thing hasn't caught up. And it was like, yeah, you're looking at it wrong. They are fake.
Yes.
It's like, yeah, the magazines that portray all these girls doing this are lying.
Propaganda. It's
called
literal
But
propaganda.
that's what she's saying. Like, it's imagine like you watch a movie about like a white basketball team, and you're like, even in the movies they have white people, but when you go to the actual games, they're still behind on the times.
Totally. Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, these people are. This is what they do. They make the propaganda, and then they use it as evidence.
They go, my propaganda's not true, and you go, yeah, that's why it's propaganda.
Anyways, I thought that was fucking hilarious. She goes, everyone deserves a chance to storm the beaches with their space marines. In the grim darkness, imagine my ex, Nicole, fucking telling her, like, hey, women need to get into wargaming.
Well, you know what's funny? Actually, my ex she's not in a Warhammer, but she, since we broke up, is
Your ex got
really
into
into
some
Dungeons
weird
and
shit,
Dragons.
yeah.
But she was like a real nerd anyway. She was like a gamer.
those fucking dorks must fawn over her at that shit.
Oh,
right?
yeah. I was like, they must not even know what to do with themselves.
They must be like, who are you here with?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then she would get really pissed off.
And then when they see
I'm
pictures
here
of her
to-
ex-boyfriend and he's fat, they're like, so you're saying there's a chance?
Probably.
They're like, there's no way she'd be with any of us. And then the one guy
She's
goes,
probably with a
As
guy
the-
that looks like The Rock. And somebody goes,
actually,
boys.
I have a picture of her ex-boyfriend.
It's just a picture of Danny not paying attention to her, looking at his Charizards.
Boys, so you're saying there's a chance. And she goes, there is only war, and nobody around the table will assume that you're someone. Oh, in the grim darkness, I hope that there's a future where there is only war, and no one around the table will assume that you're someone's girlfriend. Good luck with all that,
Yeah,
in the words of Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah, especially in the world of Warhammer.
Oh, shit. Isn't that fucking amazing? You go, they ran out of things. They're like, but the problem is, too, they haven't even fixed the first one when they're like, it's only males dominated in like whatever video gaming, and they're like, okay, well that's still like that, and they're like, yeah, and it's also this. It's like you haven't fixed.
Yeah, and guess what? 6-year-old girls want to be ballerinas.
But
still.
they haven't even convinced any girls to be the first thing. They're already on to the next one.
Well, they're just doing whatever their own bullshit is. That's her thing. So she goes like,
Yeah, she just wishes there was chicks at her thing, so she didn't feel awkward being the only chick.
They always want to fucking
Like if I was at if we were dogfighting enthusiasts, right?
Yeah.
We'd probably be uncomfortable because as the only white people there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But if you're really into dogfighting, you have to get through that.
you gotta get through that.
You gotta
know,
get past the racial barrier.
You got to learn all the
Basically,
handshakes, and then you're good.
But it is,
Yeah.
it is, it is.
I
Kind of,
wonder percentage-wise, like what percentage of women are in the military?
like probably 5 to 7 or something.
And then I wonder what percentage.
And that's
of,
just for transition surgery for insurance.
Yeah.
And then what percentage of women are into Warhammer? Like you can't
0.1
less.
or whatever.
Less.
I guess you can't expect it to be more than in the actual military.
There are benefits to being in the military though. You get paid.
what I'm
There's a
saying.
GI Bill.
Yeah.
It's
But
like,
I'm saying, so like she's being like,
plenty of cock around.
why aren't there more women? You're like, okay, well, your best case scenario is if all the percentage of all the women in the military, like that percentage.
That's your best case.
Absolute best case. You'll never go higher than
if you think
whatever
you're
the
gonna,
percentage of women
If
in
you
the
think you're
military.
going to get a bunch of girls into Warhammer or whatever, it's like, you better start like changing the entire fucking way that women think.
Yeah, like their DNA. Literally
she
rewired.
Should be, know what she should be? Has like an article that says like, we need to stop buying purses.
Yeah.
We need to stop watching RuPaul's Drag Race and start playing this.
Stop rewatching Buffy for the 3rd time and really
Dude,
get
if your
into
chick
Warhammer.
came home and she was like, I got us a Warhammer set, I go, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, you're not getting me to play Warhammer.
Playing with a girl.
Yeah.
I'm not playing Warhammer regardless.
I'm not playing Warhammer, period.